Hey everybody, I hope you're doing awesome. I really felt the urge today to do a video, and basically just to remind you guys how amazing you are. Because a lot of times I think that we get so wrapped up in all of the things that are happening, maybe relationships that aren't going so well, maybe financial burdens, possibly losses of friends, or, our health not being the best that it can be. There are a lot of different things that can happen that can cause us to feel grief, self doubt, that can put us in a state where we almost tend to put ourselves down more than we need to. And I just think that it's really important to know that you are valuable and that you can make it through. And now this is coming from me, and I might not know you, but I can tell you right now that I've struggled a lot. In fact, today I had a really, really low point, and I wrote a blog about it. Now, I haven't posted the blog because I've been a little bit afraid of expressing just exactly what I was going through, but in order for you to kind of see where my head was at, I got into an argument with somebody who's very close to me. He's actually my good friend, and he and I were celebrating with my family on the weekend. And there was a few things that really bothered me, and I kind of confronted him about it, and he didn't take it the right way, and then I didn't take it the right way, and it kind of just became this big clusterfuck of different things. And I'll be honest, I was staring out the window, and I felt as though I wanted to just jump out onto the road and get smothered by a car or something. And I know that's really harsh, but that is exactly what was running through my mind. And I've kind of been able to think about it a little bit more and write it down, so I'm not as emotional. But, I know that it's really hard sometimes when you're misunderstood and when you feel like your voice isn't being heard or your needs aren't being met. And I understand what it feels like to feel like you maybe haven't been handed the best play in cards on the game of life, is the way I like to analyze it as. And yeah, it's not easy, and life isn't fair, and sometimes people that you love are going to have a lot more than you, and maybe they're going to look at the world a little bit differently from you, and they're going to need different things than you, and that's okay. And but that doesn't deplete your value, and it doesn't matter what they say about you either. I mean, they could say some really hurtful things in the moment, and that is bad for them. And this person did forgive. I forgave them after, but they did apologize. And honestly, I get it. It's not easy. Life isn't easy. Relationships aren't easy. People aren't easy on you, and sometimes things don't go the way you plan, and you just gotta kind of deal with it. And it's okay to have low points, because when I got home, I fell in the shower. I was ready to give up on life. I was ready to give in, throw the towel in. And I'll be honest, like, there are a lot of people that deal with these thoughts on a regular basis. And, I've had a really, really rough life. And yeah, it gets hard, and you don't want to deal with it anymore. And I was laying in the bathtub, and I had my razor in my hand, and I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm ending it. I don't care anymore. And it's not like you feel like, I don't know, you just feel despair, and you feel disappointment, and I want you to know you're not alone in that. And that the biggest thing is that you move forward from it and that you don't let it take over and destroy you. Because there's just so many other things you can do and it's not worth it. And what people say to you, it doesn't matter. It's just words. It doesn't matter how many times people say rude things to you. Believe in yourself and believe in your potential and believe in your worth and understand that you can move forward from it and you don't have to hold on. You don't have to hold on to those negative people. You don't have to hold on to those negative words or things that they said, or you don't have to hold on to anything like that. And if you're suffering with health, I want you to know that you can move forward from it as long as you do everything you can to make it better and you just try to stay positive. It's not going to make it any better if you start being negative and down, and I know that's a struggle and I've dealt with things myself. You know, I have a story too about my health that I don't share with many people, and at least not on here. I do talks about it to people, and I'm quite proud of that, but at the same time, it's not something that I'm proud of, really. Internally, it's something I struggle with regularly, and yeah, when you have stuff like that happen all the time, you just want to give up. But don't. Be stronger. Be stronger than any challenge you face. Be stronger than your financials. Say you're having a shitty time, you know, you're not able to make rent or whatever. Figure it out. Don't hold on to it, though, and don't blame anybody else, because it's not their fault. You have to struggle alone. You have to figure it out yourself. Nobody can do it for you. Fight really hard, even when you don't want to fight any longer, because who knows what can happen in the future. You have to be optimistic. And don't think that it's delusional if you're thinking that life could change, because it's not. Miracles happen all the time, and we're granted so many blessings, and we should just embrace them and be genuine and be true and be real and be vulnerable, and don't be afraid. And if you fall down, just get right back up. Anyways, I love you guys, and I might be struggling right now, and you might be struggling right now, or maybe you're not struggling right now, and maybe you could just be the voice of reason and be good to the people that are around you. Say nice things. Nobody ever died from being nice and from saying nice things to people and from looking out for other people. Doesn't matter who they are. Even if somebody says everything or doesn't say anything and they just seem like they're a little bit down, do your best to try to make sure that that's true, because people hide behind these false walls and they don't want to say anything because they're scared. Then they blow up. You don't want that. So love yourself enough to be supportive to other people, and love other people enough to be supportive of other people, because it'll come back. Anyways, take it easy, and much love to you guys, and have a good night. Bye.